What's going on, people? It's your man, the YB, back once again. So, big shout out to my doggy, 12 Arsenal, for coming through and boosting the coin up 100%, no doubt. Now, you've seen the title. Tyson Scary has commented on his fight, and this guy, he be tweaking with it. It's mad. Anyway, let's read it out. This guy is, Tyson Fury on Francis Buff Ngannou. This guy is supposed to be the hardest puncher in the world. Said no boxer ever. Let's start there. Anyway, but let's see how he reacts when he gets hit by big bare knuckle king. Alleged bare knuckle king. I'm looking forward to showing that the bare knuckle king is the greatest fighter of his generation. Seriously, people around Tyson Fury, I beg you stop blowing smoke up his ass. That's what you need to do. Isaac Lowe and all the rest of you clowns. No doubt Joe Parker probably there, giving the balloon not a good old puff on. Do you know? Come on, people. Where's he getting this from? Where's he getting it from? Fair enough, yeah. Breaking news: July 2023. Tyson Fury to fight Alexander Usyk. Tyson Fury's statement on said fight against Usyk. Oh, yeah. Oh. I'm looking forward. You get the point. You know what I mean? If he was going to fight Usyk, I get that. I'm looking forward to punching the cruiserweight right in his chops and showing to the world I'm the greatest fighter of this generation. You're fighting a complete, not even an amateur. I've gone back and watched Ngannou in the UFC. He is leaky. Yeah, it's unbelievable. There's a reason, and listen, I haven't always thought this way. But there's a reason there's boxing and there's a reason there's UFC. Yeah, it's not the same. I've been conned. I was conned. McTapper sucked me in. Listen, you can say I don't know what I'm talking about, fair play to you. I thought McTapper was going to do something with Floyd. We haven't seen Floyd walk anyone down in his whole career for the last 15 years. So, Floyd was about 50 years old. Floyd was 50-year-old and McTapper was in the prime of his life. And Floyd, like I said, for the first time in 15 years, looked devastated in there. Just bashing him all around the ring. So, it's a reason they call it boxing. And go back and watch Ngannou's tapes. Yes, he caught Stipe with a big shot with 4-ounce gloves on. It's not the same shtick. Yeah? Stipe's kind of standing tall and his chops is in the air and his head come off. Fair play to Ngannou. I like Ngannou. I like Ngannou in the UFC. I'm disappointed with Ngannou. Yeah, because what frustrates me about these guys is when Ngannou was coming up in the UFC, yeah, notice this one. All these people sucking off the fact he needs to get paid more. Yeah, none of you, man. When he was on 20 grand to win and 20 grand to fight at the start, none of you, man. I didn't hear nothing from Joe Joy saying, pay that man more. Yeah, didn't hear it. But then, somehow, paradoxically, he's now offered millions and he needs to be paid. Why are you doing that? So wait there. Ngannou making 20 to fight, 20 to win, no one got a problem. No one make no noise. Now he got offered millions for the big fight that matters. Yeah, but it's not enough millions. I ain't trying to hear it. I'm tired of hearing about it. And this is the thing of boxing. I've got videos coming later, yeah. In boxing right now, it's either titties or money. The men only talk about money, and the women just be getting their titties out. Bottom line, none of it is actually to do with, you know what? And that's wrong, actually. Not all women. Yeah, there's a lot of women. So far, at least, that's the thing. I don't want to make statements, but there's Katie Taylor, Chantel Cameron. There's a few solid ones, but look at the other ones. Michaela Mayer, she's hopping on OnlyFans. I don't know what she's doing on there, but whatever she's doing, it devalues, and Shields actually. Fair play to Shields, fair play to Marshall. But whatever shtick you're running, yeah, it devalues the sport. Yeah, for years people would say, "Oh, women aren't just titties." Oops, see them ones there, and I agree. Women aren't just titties, allegedly. I don't know, but the point I'm making, it's like pick your lane. Yeah, what is it? Is it all about titties, or are you not all about titties? Is there more depth to you? Oh, we've been men stay sexualizing us, and well, sorry, love. You got your baps out on the zone, so yeah, they are actually, as it happens. Yeah, keep your baps in your bra and nothing. Do you know what I'm saying? And show us your skills. Anyway, I've digressed, but it all comes back to the same thing here. people have lost their heads. There's no real solidness about anything anymore. And that's what you see here. This guy is absolutely bugging. It's the opposite of the case. Do you understand? But this guy is supposed to be the hardest puncher. No one's ever said that. Yeah? No one's ever said that. Who said that? With all due respect, Ngannou has had one good fight in the UFC. That's a fact. He had one good fight in the UFC with his hands when he knocked Stipe's block off. I think it could have been a fluke. I think Stipe deserved, but that's the thing with Dana. And that's what a lot of you don't appreciate about Dana. Dana loves business. He loves money more than anything. Yeah? Point? Well, Dana, the reason Stipe didn't get the shot he was entitled to against Ngannou, bear in mind it was 1-1. It wasn't like, well, I'll be the first one to say, if Ngannou knocked Stipe's block off back to back, I'd say, yeah, I don't want to see no more from Stipe. Get his dusty ass out of here. However, Stipe won the first fight, Ngannou won the second fight, and then everyone just forgot about Stipe. Like, that don't make no sense. Yeah? Point. Ngannou is known for one good fight and knocking out a whole bunch of old dudes, like Overeem. Overeem was over old. Yeah? Nothing Reem. Listen, 10 years ago, Reem, I didn't ever use it, it sounds corny to me, but all them weird Essex Donnies with a fake tan, they was using the whole word Reem. There was nothing, when Ngannou fought Overeem, there was nothing Reem about him. Yeah, he was over old, is what he was. So forget about Overeem, forget about all them old dusty ones, yeah? Ngannou got one good fight. And in the next fight, when he was champion, what did he do? What did the biggest puncher in the world do? He rolled on the floor. Yeah? To be fair, yeah, Stipe's a wrestler. Stipe, yeah, he has some knockouts, but his base is American wrestling. He wasn't an American boxer. Gan comes over. His base is kickboxing. What does the biggest striker in the world do? He rolled on the floor for 5 rounds. The most boring fight I've ever watched. Yeah? Dana should have cut him there and then. You are big for nothing. Go and roll on the floor at Bellator. That's what Dana should have done. 100%. Yeah? Ain't no one trying to see it. I mean, listen, some of you zesty OnlyFans Donnies, I bet there is a few you man out there who do want to see a buff dude be rolling on the floor with it. I ain't trying to watch that, personally speaking. Yeah? Keep that into them fetish ones. I ain't trying to see that. What's this buff dude? Wait a minute. What's this big buff, biggest striker in the world doing on the floor with another big buff dude? What? Yeah? Damn. I know it's 2023, but yeah, okay now. Yeah, let's try and keep it a bit above board here. Just, them ones. Okay, now. Anyway, what's his next bar he said? Let's see how he reacts when he gets... Come on, people. Are we actually doing this here? I'm looking forward to showing that the bare knuckle king is the greatest of his generation. I don't need to say any more on that one. I've already explained it. Unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I'm trying to get my head around this. You're fighting the biggest stiff ever who has one good win with his hands. Yeah? Ngannou has one good win with his hands. And I'm going to prove I'm going to fight a man who has essentially not even good hands. Ngannou landed one punch. Yeah? Ngannou's whole career is based on one punch against Stipe, which he didn't run it back with. Yeah? If Ngannou was the real daddy, he'd be saying, listen, Stipe, I knocked your block off. It may have been a fluke. Because if you actually watch how the fight broke down, it did look a bit fluky in as much as Stipe hit Ngannou and Ngannou Stipe misread it that Ngannou was shot and he kind of leaped in. Now, obviously, that's on... Listen, I give Ngannou credit. I've told you already, Ngannou has one good win. I give him credit for that. Yeah, Ngannou, you have one good win and one good punch. Fair play for that. Salute for that. Yeah, but it wasn't like... My point is, it wasn't like, wow, YB, Ngannou was setting it up and touching him all over and just dominating him. No, Stipe overcommitted and he caught him. Fair play. Rematch. Yeah? Because you can bet your bottom dollar Stipe won't make that mistake. Stipe wouldn't make that mistake again. So let's see. That's the whole point of losing. That's the whole point of things. Oh, he lost, he come back better, or tries to. Yeah? Not, he lost, I'm going to run off and... I think Ngannou was out for like 18 months, just hanging about, complaining about things. I'm not being paid enough. I landed one good punch and I'm not being paid enough. What? Yeah? What is, come on, people. Come on, Joe Joyce, tell me, what is Ngannou's legacy to be demanding more than the 8 million UFC offered him? I want to hear it from people who, he needs to pay more. What's his legacy? One good punch against Stipe is his legacy. He hasn't reigned the division for 3 years, knocking everyone out. He ain't been doing that. Yeah? He rolled on the floor. The first sign of any adversity, he on the floor rolling. You understand? That's corny. That's not the greatest of his generation. That's not the biggest puncher in the world. That's the biggest buff for nothing in the world, is what that is. And anyway, I keep going in circles. Let's get to the point. The final thing he said, it's gonna be a fight for the ages. Again, people. Where is he getting this from? This only can be derived from balloon knot. From balloon knot blowers. Do you understand that, people? It don't come from nowhere else. Yeah? If someone isn't blowing on your balloon knot, you wouldn't even think that, wait a minute, I'm fighting a dude who's known for landing one good punch in one fight over his whole career at a top level. And a boxer fighting a man who landed one good punch is going to be a fight for the ages in boxing. They're not even doing UFC gloves. I already said, if this had UFC gloves to it, I could say, well, maybe Ngannou can go in there and just swing around like he does. That's what he does. So go back and watch it. Ngannou, yeah, he's big and he swings around. And with them little gloves on, it don't take much. Yeah? If you stick your chops in the air like Stipe did. You know what I mean? Come on, all due respect. Stipe wasn't covered up and Ngannou punching holes for him. Stipe was like this, leaping forward. Yeah? So yeah, listen, there's no doubt about it. If you leap forward with your chops in the air, Ngannou will probably just swing something and clip you. Fair play. But outside of that, I haven't seen. Show me where it is. Show me where you've seen Ngannou piecing someone up and... Yeah? And again, with all due respect, the UFC heavyweight division's super weak. Look at John Jones now. There's no one about. It's empty. That's Ngannou's legacy. He beat Overold. Yeah? He beat Alistair Overold. Lucky punch with Stipe. And I ain't heard nothing about no rematch. Because you best believe Stipe would have wanted it. In fact, I think Stipe was asking for it. He said, oh no, it was too decisive. Dana was shilling for Francis at that point. Oh, it's too decisive. Because Dana knew, wait a minute, if Stipe rolls on the floor with Ngannou, that's going to be boring. Dana knows where the money is. He didn't want Ngannou to get beat. And then what happened was, Ngannou and Gan happened, and Dana realised, damn, this guy just turned into Stipe. Wait a minute. I enabled Ngannou to duck Stipe in the third fight, the settler, only for him to go and roll on the floor himself. Like, whoa. And now the man who rolled on the floor with people wants to be demanding more money. Like, no people. We ain't doing that here. We're not doing it at all. Yeah? I can't fathom it. I can't get my head around it. Not even a bit. And it's like, wait a minute, why isn't all these people coming out, oh, I'm so glad Ngannou can get paid? Why aren't you, man, saying, oh, I'm so glad that Johnny, working 9 to 5, can pay his bills because inflation gone through the roof? You ain't hear that one, do you? Yeah, you just don't hear. That's what listen, if I'm going to talk about anything, that's what I'll be talking about. Hey, man, listen, Ngannou, he going to be okay. He paid. How about local Joey, yeah, who got 2 kids to raise and inflation and interest rates going through the roof and mortgage going through the roof and he can't pay no bills? Why aren't these men making a stand for that? Oh, you want another celebrity who already paid to get pumped up some more? Yeah, so they can buy some more, so they can pump up everything else as well. It's like buying all the houses and then rent them out to you. That's what they want, 100%. Yeah, oh, let's get these celebrities paid some more so they can buy up all the housing stock and then rent them back to you at 10 times the price. Wicked. Do you know what I'm saying? You guys are corny, man. Get them out of here. I ain't trying to hear no more from the celebrity class. I'm tired of it. Yeah, the political class and the celebrity class, get them out of here. They're dusty. They've lost touch with what reality is. Yeah, reality is not in my opinion, is not $8 million for 20 minutes work. You've lost the plot. Yeah, you should be. Well, anyway, let's not get too political here. Anyway, finally, another bit of one. I mean, look at this here. How long? You know what, I'll end it there. I'll save this for another day. Let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe, and lick off the bell. No doubt about it.